What is up, YouTube? It's Twinn here, and you're watching Gaming with Twinn, World of Warcraft. Hey guys, welcome back to Gaming with Twinn, World of Warcraft. As you can see today, Théoin and Stout are here in Ironforge, the capital of the Dwarven Kingdom. And if you remember from the last episode, we rode in on a griffin into this giant chamber with the quest of delivering a list of honor students in a cooking program to some dwarf. They're going to get some special cleavers or something, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and start off heading towards that quest objective. But as I look around, this is just massive. I think one thing that World of Warcraft does better than RuneScape is it gives you this sense of scale that's just massive. When RuneScape started off, their rendering distance was so small that they could place cities, really close to each other, and you wouldn't really be able to tell that they were so close. So now, with advanced graphics and whatnot, RuneScape sometimes feels a little small, and World of Warcraft is anything but small. This entire city is just massive. If you look at the map here, let's see. So yeah, this is Ironforge, and it has all of these like sections, and each one has all of these rooms. It's just a massive area. So we are looking for a, what is his name? Golnir Bouldertoe. That's who we're looking for right now, and I'm gonna guess that he's probably down here. Hey, there you are.
What's on your mind?
If you ask me, there's no greater profession than a miner, and if you ask me, there's no greater miner than a dwarf. What can I do for you? I have Grimlock's list. Ah, the latest list of Grimlock's best pupils. I have a batch of honorary cleavers ready to go. I just need to engrave the names of the students. Okay, so this guy isn't, this guy's not a chef. He's the guy who, I guess, just puts their names on the knives. That's kind of cool. Alright, here are the honorary cleavers for Grimlock students. If you've already been to Kharanos, then you should fly a griffin back there. Take the cleavers to our griffin master, Grith Thurden, and speak with him about a ride back to Kharanos. Alright, we're going to get a 625 XP. That is pretty solid. Alright, so we're just going to head back to Kharanos. This quest was really, just supposed to teach us that we can, fly griffins. We can use that as like a fast travel network of sorts. And also to show off Ironforge, the city of the dwarves, which is pretty epic. I'm sure we'll spend quite a bit of time here, but for right now, we're not going to explore this too much. We're gonna head back to Kharanos and keep on moving through our quests. This is quite brilliant, though. These Ironforge guards.
How are you?
They're level 110. Oh my goodness, that guy's terrifying. So if any horde were to come in here, they would have to fight through these Ironforge guards, which, as far as I know, they, members of the horde can just freely come in here. They'll, just be immediately attacked by all of these alliance mobs everywhere. All right. Look like you have somewhere to go. Need one of my griffins? Yes, I do. You have to get these to Kharanos, eh? That won't be a problem. As long as you've already been to Kharanos and spoken to Brolin Galebeard, then you can take one of my griffins back to him. Perfect. Alright, we are about 2/5 of the way through to level 8. I believe we're level 7 right now, yeah? Alright, for a small fee you can buy a griffin ride to Kharanos, as long as you've already been there. Griffins will only fly you to places you've already been, so be sure to speak with every griffin master you see so you can fly to him later. That's good to know. We'll definitely be doing that. You've already been to Brolin, the Griffin Master of Kharanos, so now you can return to him. And once in Kharanos, you can deliver the cleavers to Grimlock Pilsner. Alright, speak to me when you're ready to go. I am definitely ready to go. Let's go ahead and buy a flight. We have all these different places we can go. We're just going to go back to Kharanos.
See you soon.
And this is one of my favorite parts. I'm getting to fly the griffin. It's so cool. This city is just massive. We're gonna head right out the front door into Dunmorrow, Alliance territory. Okay, so we have some other quests that we received in the last episode. We need to go kill Wendigos at this cave. Wendigos. Probably saying that wrong. We also need to go collect pilfered supplies from there. And we also need to deliver some orders to certain mountaineers at the Grizzled Den, I believe it's called. So yeah, why don't we head off in that direction? Let's check the map really quick. So we need to head around here into the west. Alright, go fight some Wendigos. What in the world is this mount this guy's riding? That's like a giant ant. That is massive. What in the world? It's robotic? It's not real. It's like an engineered bug. Or is it? No, that's a real bug. He just has a crazy saddle on it. That is just crazy. Alright. Let's move along to the Grizzled Den. Alright guys, so I've found the Grizzled Den area, and we have these young Wendigos all over the place, and they're level 7 and they're hostile. So let's just get started on taking some of them out. And we have the concussive shot that slows them down, and it hasn't really been too helpful for me so far in the series, but our first ability, Cobra Shot, is definitely it's definitely awesome. Right now it's hitting 59 physical damage, which is pretty awesome, and I don't know if that scales or how that scales, but when I actually fire it, it looks like it's hitting 105s on these Wendigos. I haven't really studied how all the damage output works. In RuneScape, there's a system of soaking damage. You have attack multipliers, and your armor can soak damage, so I'm not exactly sure if these guys have, if their armor numbers are soaking part of the damage. That's probably what's happening, but I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to have to look into that, become more familiar with the combat system here in WoW. Right now, these guys are not making it too tough for me, so it's not too critically important. We found a lumberjack axe. Wow, 3 to 7 damage. I'm not going to be using an axe, but that's kind of cool. We can sell that back in Chronos. Kind of a cool thing. Alright, we need to kill 10 of these guys. We also need to go into their lair, the den, wherever that is. Oh, there it is. That is very obviously Grizzled Den. That actually looks pretty scary up there, but I'm sure we'll be fine. As long as we pick these guys off one at a time. I'm very sure that if we were swarmed by several of these guys, they may actually be able to overpower us, but one at a time, I think we've got this. Especially with Stout by my side. It's a pretty mean bear, to be honest. We're already at 7 out of the 10 Wendigos that we need to kill. Oh, we never turned in I never turned in all of the cleavers. We're just holding those in our pack. I guess we can turn all the quests in at once for a nice big boost of XP. And this must be the first of the pilfered supplies. Yep, there is one. We need 6. So we're going to have to explore the cave further. Oh no, these guys are tougher. So, the creatures outside the cave were young Wendigos, and these guys are just Wendigos, so they must be a little meaner. They seems to have maybe a little more health. Yeah, they definitely have more health. I'm only hitting 48s on them and 51s with the Cobra Shot, and 59 is the amount of physical damage we're supposed to be doing. So there's definitely some kind of damage soaking going on in the math behind the scenes. And here's some more supplies, but not before we interrupted by a giant Wendigo. These guys are pretty crazy. I mean, this is like a snow yeti thing with ram horns on its head. Like, I don't know who thought of that at WoW, but that's pretty crazy. Or at Blizzard, I should say. Pretty crazy idea for a creature. Kind of reminds me of The Empire Strikes Back when Luke gets caught up with the snow monster. What are they called? Oh my goodness, that's going to drive me nuts. If you know what they're called, comment down below, because I just, for the life of me, can't remember. Alright, so I found a vein of copper ore, so we can start mining, and I found some rough stone, a crafting region, I believe, to hone things to make them better, but I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, since I'm a dwarf, and since I love mining in other RPGs, this dwarf is definitely going to be a miner and engineer, so yeah, we found our first copper ore, and there's more copper ore in here. That's kind of cool. I wonder if I can come back and this will respawn at all. That would be nice. There's another Wendigo approaching. We may actually have to fight two at once. Nope, he is patrolling that hallway. That's no big deal. Okay, let's pilfer some, or let's retrieve some more pilfered supplies. Got 3 out of 6. There's some more copper ore. Awesome. That is just great. See, one thing that kind of makes it tougher in this game is that the ore spawns in random places. In RuneScape, all of the ore is in one spot. You can just mine it over and over and over again. This is going to be a little tough because you actually have to wander the world and try to find where the copper ore spawns. So that's pretty cool. Make things more challenging. This cave looks like a pretty complicated maze. It's pretty deep. I mean, we've been moving through it for a few minutes now, and it just seems to keep going. Have we? Yes, we've already killed our 10 Wendigos. We just need the pilfered supplies, and we need to talk to Mountaineers. That looks like one of them. It looks like we found the first Mountaineer that we need to speak to. They may all be in this room, and he's just kind of standing over by a bunch of Wendigos, which doesn't really make role-playing sense. They should really be fighting right now or something. I don't know if maybe it's like if you stand still they can't see you or something, but I have no idea. It's kind of silly, just a little bit. That's alright, we're going to go over there and talk to him, and we're also going to take the supplies next to him. If that Wendigo doesn't come and try to stop us first. Alright, so we have our 6 out of 6 pilfered supplies. All we need to do now is talk to the 3 Mountaineers.
Great to meet you.
Oh, and here comes a Wendigo.
Keep your feet on
He
the
just
ground.
spawned right in front of us. That was kind of crazy. He dropped some copper. Perfect. Alright.
What's on your mind?
Watch yourself down here, Hunter. These Wendigos are savage fighters. Captain Théoin wants you to deploy your remote observation bots and withdraw to Kharanos.
See you soon.
Right, they have some movements that they need to do. Tell Captain Théoin that I'll be back in Kharanos as soon as I've verified that the bot is working correctly. Oh, this is going to be kind of cool. He's supposed to leave an observation bot behind. Whoa! That is cool. That thing is little... Are they symbols or horns on his arms? I don't know. That's pretty crazy looking. Wow. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Alright, so there are 2 more of these miners down here that we need to talk to. And if I remember right from the last episode, Captain Théoin has issues with... I can't remember what faction it was. Maybe the Dark Iron, but he is going to be mobilizing some troops, and he needed me to call these Mountaineers back so they could join the effort. So yeah, that is why we are calling these Mountaineers back. Here is some more copper ore. Don't mind if I do collect that. And it looks like we can see our Mountaineers on the map, and we've reached level 8. That is awesome. Let's go. Let's see if we can't hit 9 or 10 in this episode. As we fight through Grizzled Den. Is that one of the miners? Yes, that is one of the miners. Dead ahead. And we have a new ability. Yes. So, I guess at 4 level intervals so far we've received new abilities. So this new ability is called Disengage. Leap backwards. Oh, that's cool. So if your opponent is getting too close to you, it'll just leap you back. Let's test it out. Yeah, that is awesome. That's going to be really handy, especially in PvP as we move on to conflicted zones where we can run into horde players. That will be particularly useful getting us out of sticky situations. Okay, let's go over and talk to this Mountaineer. Are there any Wendigos near you? There are not. With my luck, one will spawn right next to us.
How are ya?
These Wendigos are an annoyance for sure, but the real fight is with those Frostmane refugees. That may be who we're fighting right now. And again, we're interrupted by a Wendigo who doesn't want us to talk to the dwarf. That's okay. All right.
No, what can I do?
Captain Tharin wants you to deploy your remote observation bots and withdraw to
Safe
Kronos.
travels.
We've been fighting non-stop since the Cataclysm. It'll be nice to get a rest, if a brief one. Let's look at that observation bot again. Wow, that is so cool. That thing is so crazy looking. Okay, so we have one more dwarf, and it looks like he's in this direction. So we will go ahead and head this way. I'm not sure if he's above me or below me. Maybe he is in this direction. Alright, I found him. Back here in a corner, kind of hiding out. See, that makes a lot more sense. The other guys were just standing in the open. This guy's smart. He's actually hiding. I've seen enough of this cave for a lifetime. I can't wait to get back to Kronos.
Be good.
That's exactly what you're gonna do. I can't wait to get out there and help in the fight against those trolls. Alright, so he's going to deploy his little observation bot. And he's just going to wander around here and spy on these Wendigos for whatever reason. And yeah, that's all we need to do in the cave. We can go ahead and try to find our way out. And head back to Kronos and turn all of these quests in. Let's see if we can't find our way back out of this cave. Do we have a map of the cave? Okay, so I can actually turn around right now, head this way, and then go due south. And I should be able to make my way out of the den. Wendigos in my way that respawn. There's a pretty good XP, 138 per. It's not too bad. But we need 6,400 XP to get to the next level, and here we are actually fighting to it once. Interesting. So the combination of the concussive shot and the disengage was pretty effective. I slowed him down and then I jumped backwards, so he'd have to kind of cross a gap slowly to reach me. That's kind of nice. I can see how that will be useful. It's a very useful combination. Concussive shot makes a lot more sense now that we have to disengage. And now that I'm level 8, I'm actually hitting higher on these Wendigos. The scaling is pretty drastic. Each level really does make you feel a lot more powerful. And that's a significant amount of DPS that we gain each time we level up. It's like the world is very widely scaled. So that if something is just a few levels higher than you, it's probably way tougher than you. And the same way if something's a few levels below you, then you're likely just going to destroy it. Right, I think this is not the last one, but we're almost out of this cave, which is just great. So we can go turn in all of these quests and get all of the XP. It's so dark in the cave, the outside world just looks bright. I find it weird that both the young Wendigos and the regular Wendigos are level 7, but the regular Wendigos are much tougher. I don't know if that's to signify that you should be level 7 when you're fighting these guys, but the young one is still an easy mob to fight. But you'd really think that the tougher creature should have a higher level, but I don't know, that's just me. Just my thoughts. Alright, let's fight our way out of here. Back into the open air of Twinnrova. And there's a little encampment over here. I kind of want to check that out before we head back. I'm kind of like exploring everything I see, so let's head over here and check out this little encampment, see what's going on here. We've got a little campfire and some lanterns. And is there anything inside? There's some pillows. This was obviously somebody's... Oh! Wendigo. I want to fight that guy. Oh, he ran off. I guess he's so far away
I need to get closer.
that he left his little zone where he's supposed to wander. That's interesting. But yeah, this is somebody's little camp. Nothing really, you know, too interesting here, but I just wanted to see if there's anything to find. But here they come. I don't know what kind of pathfinding that was. That was pretty crazy. These guys are coming after us.
I need a target.
Did I just get the same amount of XP for these little guys that I was getting for the big ones? That doesn't make a lot of sense. You could just sit out here and farm the little ones and not worry about the big ones. Alright guys, well that's it for this little string of quests. We're going to head back to Kharanos, and I'll see you there. Alright guys, so we have made it back to Kharanos, and we're ready to turn in 4 quests. It's pretty awesome. Let's go inside and find the cook first. I kind of want to get that one out of the way. Just knock it out. Alright, into the Thunderbrew Distillery. Alright, so here is Grimlock Pilsner, and we will
Great to meet you.
Ah, Théoin, have you returned from Ironforge? I sure have. You brought me the cleavers. Great! I'll get these to my students. I'm sure they're eager to use them on some fresh boar meat. Thank you for your help, Théoin. I am in your debt, but I hope this money will at least cover your travel costs. And it sure does. 2 silver and 25 bronze. And 1,000 XP.
Watch your back.
Wow, what a jump. Okay, we have less than 3,000 XP to go. If we can get 1,000 XP per each of these quests to turn in, then we're about to hit level 9, I believe. Alright, so we're going to turn in the 3 quests we did at the Grizzled Inn over here to Captain, what is it, Tharanos, maybe? Let's see if my memory serves me. Okay. Oh, Tharin. Okay, so first we're going to turn in, let's see, to Quartermaster Glenna.
What can I do for you?
Did you find any of the missing supplies? Well done, Théoin. The Mountaineers will be glad to hear that half rations are at an end. They'll need all their strength to continue fighting the Frostmanes. My goodness, half rations? I would just die. Alright, so now Captain Tharin. Oh yeah, so both of these quests turn into him. He says, the Cataclysm has created chaos in Dún Morrow. The Trogs have come to the surface in numbers we haven't seen before, driving our traditional enemies, the Frostmane Trolls, ever closer to our settlements. Ironforge has dispatched my Mountaineer company to help deal with the problems. Alright, let's start off with the Wendigos. Now that you've dealt with the Wendigos, we should be able to focus our efforts on the Frostmane Trolls to the east. 1,000 XP. We are so close to level 9. I bet we get it with the next quest we turn in. Yes! Oh, I didn't even read that. Dang, okay, that's alright. Alright, we just reached level 9, which is exciting, and our next quest is pushing forward. Most of the Mountaineers and steam tanks in Dún Morrow are battling along the Frostmane Front, which is approaching us from the southeast. We can barely hold the trolls back, let alone advance into their village and take on their leader. They've blocked our path of approach with mysterious totems that choke Mountaineers who come in range, leaving the victims helpless against their enemies. This stone is inscribed with a rune of fire. It should be able to destroy the totems and free our Mountaineers. So we need to use this rune of fire to destroy 4 constriction totems in the Frostmane Front. And we're going to get a snub-nosed blunderbuss when we get back, which is very exciting. Okay, and we have another quest. I see the exclamation point. Okay, over here, Razzle Sprysprocket has a quest for me. A little gnome.
Hi, how are you?
He says, I should go back to Gnomeregan and continue researching a cure for irradiated gnomes. But I stayed behind in Kharanos because the town is my home, and I wanted to help defend it from the Frostmane attacks. I've been working on maintaining and repairing the steam tanks. For some reason, Frostmane scavengers have taken a liking to the gyromechanic gears I need to complete the repairs. They're all over the Frostmane Front to the southeast of town. Will you help me get those gears back? Yes, I can. Go collect some gyromechanic gears for you. And yeah, so just the 2 quests for right now. We're going to be heading to the Frostmane Front to the southeast. Let's look at the map. Right down here where the Frostmane Trolls are encroaching on the edge of Kharanos. And yeah, we're going to head there. Alright guys, so it looks like we have reached the Frostmane Front, yes. Frostmane Front discovered, and we have, looks like some Frostmane Scavengers over here to the left side, and a Frostmane Scout. We also have some hostile wolves in the area, and everybody seems to be level 8, so we're level 9 right now, so this shouldn't be too tough. Let's start off hitting this scavenger. So we need to collect gyromechanic gears that these guys have apparently been harvesting. We need to get those back for Razzle, and we also need to destroy 4 of the constriction totems that are binding dwarves. I think I see one over here on the left side, and it looks like they're supposed to choke the dwarves, which is pretty terrible, honestly. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Constriction totem. Okay, so we use this rune of fire, and it burns it. That is awesome. Thank you for freeing me. Oh, so did that scout just throw his spear at me? I think he did. Yeah, he's got a move called Throw, where he throws his spear. That's kind of crazy. Throw gears. What in the world? Did he just chunk a bunch of gears? That is crazy. These guys should hopefully drop some gyromechanic gears. There's one. And there's some money. You can always use that. Oh my goodness. Those are some crazy range moves. He just chunks his spear at you very slowly. Look at this Kronos Rifleman. How sick. Look at that gun. It's got like a giant scope on it, but she's not firing at all. Maybe no one's close enough to her for her to fire her gun, but whatever. Oh my goodness, look at this big mess of people. Let's get in the middle of this. These guys are pretty weak compared to us right now, to be honest. We're hitting 114s on these guys. They don't really stand a chance to all of these dwarven riflemen everywhere. Kronos Mountaineers. This rifleman has her axes out, just dual wielding these hand axes. Kronos Mountaineers here. Oh my goodness. Look at that. They've got the artillery set up. We've got riflemen. Yeah, this is a full fight going on here. That's pretty awesome. We still need to burn some more of those constricting totems, and we need to kill some more Frostmane, collect the gyromechanic gears that we need. Let's go ahead and burn this constriction totem. Free this guy so we can get back in the fight. Thank you for freeing me. In our chat box it says that he gasps for air. Asphyxiation has to be one of the worst ways to die. These guys are a little terrible. It's kind of like torture. But I guess all is fair in love and war, right? That gear move just cracks me up. Just throws a big handful of gears at you. Alright, there's another gyromechanic gear. I keep accidentally hitting 3 and using the, what is it, escape, disengage. I keep using disengage. I'm not sure why. I guess I look down at my ability bar and I just fire off what's available, so I keep on accidentally shooting off the disengage move, which I really don't need to. Let's save this Mountaineer. Did it get interrupted? No. Perfect. It says, thank you for freeing me. What do they do? Do they just despawn? Yeah. But he's going to go off and rejoin the fight. Help the Alliance effort against the Frostmane trolls. Let's go ahead and take out the scavenger right here. That concussive shot is, it feels like it's getting more and more nice to have. There we go. Here's a time to use disengage. That was actually a good use of the ability. Running doesn't really matter though when they have the ranged moves. Alright. And we've got 7 out of 8 gears, and this is going to be our 4th constriction totem to burn. That is so cool. Thank you for freeing me. Alright, let's go collect our last gear. Our artillery is pretty awesome. They really have made these battlefields just feel cool. Look at all the mayhem going on right now. Finish this guy off. Alright, we have both quests ready to turn in. That didn't take much time at all. Wasn't very tough. I'm not sure why we're out-leveling our opponents right now. The scouts are actually only level 7. The other guys, the scavengers, well, this scout's level 8. Maybe they're just back and forth between 7 and 8. Maybe they're... Looks like that's a big scout. This is a little scout. No? It's the same size. I'm not exactly sure. Why one of the Frostmane scouts were level 7, but... I mean, either way, we're level 9 right now, so we kind of have the advantage. I say kind of. Copper vein. Okay, so I noticed on my mini-map it shows me where copper veins are. I like using disengage. Come on, Christian. What are you doing? Let's go check that out. Look at that, yep, our little mini-map points out copper veins to us. That is quite useful for hunting down this copper ore. I'm going to have to pay attention to my little mini-map, make sure that I don't miss any ore along my travels. Look at these giant dwarven steam tanks. They are so cool. And those guys are just duking it out right here on the Frostmane Front. And we're going to head back to Kharanos and turn in our quests. Alright guys, so we're back in Kharanos, and it's time to turn in our next 2 quests. We're going to go ahead and turn in the gears to Razzle Sprocket over here.
Pleased to meet you.
Those pilots can't wait to get back into their steam tanks and take to the field again. Let's not let them down. Alright, these gyromechanic gears are perfect. These 2 tank pilots are well on their way to being back in the fight.
Off and away!
Awesome. So these pilots, they drive those... giant steam tanks. That's pretty cool. Let's head over here to Captain Théoin, and what did we have to do? Oh, we had to destroy the constriction totems. So I'm sure there's more for us to do. Right, finally some good news from the Frostmane Front. I'll have the Mountaineers press their attack immediately. Now we must signal our gnomish allies at Steel Grill to start their advance. Ooh. And we're definitely going to pick the Snub-Nose Blunderbuss and 1300 XP. How epic. Okay, let's look at our character and our inventory. It looks like we have, oh goodness, we have quite a few things. We don't really need the shield. Wendigo Pantaloons, level 8. Let's see, can I look at this in a way? I think there should be like an arrow or something next to it where I can see all of my options, but let's just look at what we have. We have Wendigo Pantaloons. It's a leg slot with 9 armor. Here we have Rugged Trap. We still have the noob Rugged Trapper Pants. Okay, we definitely need to change that out. Awesome, and then we can sell the pants. We've got our pickaxe, linen for first aid, meat for cooking, crag boar rib, beer bastard boar ribs. We can sell the shield, sell the fur. We don't need this axe. Copper ore and rough stone for the mining. Tough jerky, Snub-Nose Blunderbuss now. We can sell the Anvilmar musket, and we have well-oiled chain gauntlets. There's a hand slot, and let's see, our hands have 5 armor right now. These hands have 6 armor, so it's just a little bit better. Our armor is up to 34 now, and that's pretty cool. And we've got the Snub-Nose Blunderbuss that does 3 DPS, which is awesome. That's an upgrade from what was this, 1.5, so that's actually quite a big DPS. And so it's 30. This one was 36 damage with a speed of 3. This is 6 to 12 damage with a speed of 3. Awesome. That is just great. Alright, so our next quest is help from Steelgrill's Depot. With your help, we've managed to push toward Frostmane Retreat. Our forces will soon be in position to dwindle down the Frostmane Trolls' reserves, leaving their village open to attack. That's where the Gnomeregan Covert Ops team comes in. Their technicians have figured out a way to deploy operatives behind enemy lines without alerting the Frostmanes to our presence. Head to Steelgrill's Depot, just northeast of town, and speak with Delbur Crank Toggle. He'll tell you more about it. Alright. So right now we're just going to head to the northeast out of Kharanos towards Steelgrill's Depot, which I think we took a look at in a previous episode. I think when we were hunting down the wolves in the region, I believe we ran into that, and now we're going to go actually see what's going on out here. Oh, look at these wounded mountaineers camping out in Kharanos. We do have the hostile wolves in the area, snow tracker wolves that are level 8. Not too tough, and guys, we are less than 3,000 XP away from being level 10 in Warcraft, which is pretty awesome. Pretty happy about that. And welcome to Steelgrill's Depot. It's kind of more in this direction, but we must be close enough to trigger the area. See, and we didn't discover it, so that shows that we actually did walk over here before. And oh yeah, down here is where you have these these mounts. Oh my goodness, these are so cool. Mechanostrider. These things are so cool. They're like gnomish mounts. If I was a little gnome, I would totally ride one of these. I might ride one of these as a dwarf just because they look freaking cool. I really love robotics and engineering, so this is just so cool to me. These guys look a little more ghetto. These look a little more, a little cooler. Unpainted. Red, blue, green. These are swift Mechanostriders. Yeah, they look cooler. They're also obviously faster, so... yeah, let's head over here. We've got this technician working on this giant spider droid that looks crazy. War Strider prototype. So this one has a gun on top. These didn't, right? No, these guys just... these are just mounts. So this... we've got the riding trainer here. Let's see what he has to say. To be an apprentice rider, you need to be level 20. So we're almost halfway there, which is pretty awesome. I can't wait to have a mount eventually so we don't have to walk around everywhere. That'll be really cool. But yeah, these War Striders have guns on them. And is that TNT on the side? Or are those rockets? What in the world? That's kind of crazy. Oh, you put the rocket in the cannon and shoot it. Okay, that makes some sense. And then we've got this technician over here with this crazy... I have no idea what this contraption is, but you've got some covert Gnomeregan operatives guarding it, and you've got technicians working on it on the outside. Kind of crazy stuff. And then here is Delbur Crank Toggle with some covert operatives. And I think this is where we went before. I think we went and checked out this little building. Building Steelgrill. So this is Steelgrill's Depot. Have we been in here before? No, I guess not. It's got a musket in here. What in the world? We've got a boar with a cleaver in his nose. That's kind of crazy. And we've got some Ironforge Mountaineers. This guy has engineering supplies. Let's
what can I do for you?
Mining pick, blacksmith hammer. Do we have a hammer? I don't know. We need one of those for engineering. Tinker's kit is a crafting region. So wooden stock, heavy stock, hair trigger, weak flux, strong flux, engineer's ink. Blasting powder. That's kind of cool. Do we have a blacksmith hammer? Do I need one right now? I guess I could sell some of my stuff. Let's sell the trapper's pants. I guess you can sell to any merchant. I guess it doesn't really matter who you sell to. Sell the musket, sell this. We don't need iron stocks, grips. We don't need the lumberjack axe either. Yeah, we're good right now. So, yeah, I don't know if we need the blacksmith hammer or not. I guess I'll find out later. Later I'll do some engineering work. I'll try to make a blunderbuss. Let's go and check this out real quick before we take on our quest. What is down here? Ooh, this is another... Oh, this is an engineering trainer. Mining and engineering. This is our spot, guys.
What can I do for ya?
Let's see what he can help us with. Handful of copper bolts. So my engineering is 1 out of 75. To be a journeyman requires level 10 and 50 engineering. I believe
See
that's
you
what
soon.
that terminology means.
Interest ya in a
A
pint?
mining trainer. Smelt bronze. Smelt tin. Wow.
What's your bet?
Okay, you know, while we're here, why don't we just take a look at our professions and see how this is going to work. So we've got mining here. Let's look at our mining skills. So we can smelt copper. Is that something that we need? It requires a forge, so we need to be at a forge here. So that's the very first thing we can do. And then, I don't know if... So we gained XP from actually mining, and we're going to smelt it, but I think there was another skill that was blacksmithing. I don't think we actually create the final product. I think we just smelt it into the bars, maybe. I guess I'll find out over time. Then engineering, the first thing we can make is rough blasting powder, which we have rough stone we can make plenty of, and then explosives. Rough dynamite. Oh, I forgot about this. I think we actually talked about this in a previous episode. So rough blasting powder plus linen cloth creates rough dynamite. So why not just create a bunch of rough blasting powder right now? We have a bunch of stone. Look at our engineering level increasing. That is awesome. I'm involved with engineering in real life, so this is just kind of cool for me, getting to roleplay a dwarven engineer. That's pretty awesome. And as you can see over on the side, I'm tracking our progress towards our first 100 quests as Théoin, and we are currently at 30 quests complete out of 100, which is pretty cool. And we have created 14 rough blasting powders, which are a crafting regent towards the dynamite, and we can now create 14 rough dynamite sticks, which is pretty awesome. Our engineering is increasing pretty quickly. Just so cool. And engineering is now our most learned skill. We've done a little bit of cooking. Our mining comes from what we've mined thus far. But yeah, engineering is now our highest, which this cloth can also be used in first aid. So why don't we go ahead and work on first aid too. We'll use the rest of the cloth we have to create linen bandages, which I believe heal us. Yeah, they heal 120 damage over 6 seconds. Why not? Okay, let's go back to engineering. So we created rough dynamite. That's all we can do right now. Now let's talk to the trainer and see if there's anything else we can make.
What's on your mind?
Can we unlock anything? Handful of copper bolts. So that takes 30 engineering. And it requires a copper bar, which we can make with the mining skill. That's awesome. Rough copper bomb. Takes the blasting powder and a handful of copper bolts to make a bomb. This spanner. Tools, blacksmith hammer, regent's copper bar. Huh, so we will need a blacksmith hammer at some point. Spanner, I guess it's a weapon? Arclight spanner. Rough boomstick. So this does 7 to 15 damage at a speed of 3. So this actually would be better than the gun that we have right now. This scope requires the spanner, okay, to build. Attaches a permanent scope to a bow or gun that increases its damage by 1. Cannot be applied to items higher than level 600. So that's pretty cool. So we can add the scope to a gun. Oh, guys, this
Watch
is
your
gonna
back.
be so cool. I'm gonna love messing with all of this stuff. For right now, this dynamite, it inflicts 90 fire damage in a 5-yard radius. 1 minute cooldown. So I can make this. Yeah, I can put this on the ability bar and use this as an ability. That's pretty awesome. Alright, so now that we've got that all set up, and we've got our first aid, which heals 120 damage over 6 seconds, why don't we put these over here on the edge? Why not, in case we feel like using them? Oh, can I not move things around? Do I have to hold down something? Maybe I have to hold something down and then I can drag them? Yeah, there we go. Alright, I had to hold down shift. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty new to this game, so I don't know all the hotkeys yet and whatnot. Alright, well that was interesting. Let's go ahead and talk to Delbur Crank Toggle.
Honored, I'm sure.
Ah, you must be the dwarf that Captain Tharin said he'd be sending. I've already used the Deployatron to get most of the Covert Ops team into position at Frostmane Retreat. They're just waiting on your arrival. Alright? The ultra-safe personnel launcher. Huh. Alright, the Cataclysm has brought our enemies closer to home, so the Chief of Nomoragan Covert Operations asked me to build a device to dispatch personnel quickly and quietly to any corner of Dune Moreau. Behold the ultra-safe personnel launcher. With a jolt of electricity and the benefit of a VLD parachute system, that's very late deployment for you laymen. This baby will get you to the front in no time. Just hop aboard and prepare for flight. Slamp Wobblecog will be waiting for you in the drop zone. Alright, so we need to use the ultra-safe personnel launcher to deploy to Frostmane Retreat. And that
Very good.
is, it's kind of like they're trying to convince us that it's ultra-safe, maybe because it doesn't seem safe. Alright, so you have to use the ultra-safe personnel launcher. I'm gonna guess this is it. Oh, yeah. Ultra-safe personnel launcher. Alright, guys. I guess here goes nothing. Do I need to click on it? Yes. What in the world? Look how high we are. Oh my goodness. What is going on? Oh, VLD, very late deployment. Discovered Frostmane Retreat. Okay, so I gotta see where on the map are we. We just made a jump from the northeast. Steel Girls Depot was... Here's New Tinkertown. Steel Girls Depot was to the northeast here. And we just basically hopped over this mountain to the Frostmane Retreat. That is crazy. Alright, we have some covert operatives here. Whoa, what is that? Covert operative coming down. Huh. That guy's got a blade in each hand. Whoa. Or that lady, I guess. Lady gnome. Yeah, we've got some Nomoragan covert ops around here. Just hanging out. Oh, and there's a Frostmane. There's some Frostmanes right next to us, so... Yeah, wow, that guy's dead. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to Slamp Wobblecog. He says, don't worry, the feeling of being zapped won't stay with you for more than a few minutes. All in all, it's not a bad way to get where you're going. That parachute system needs some work, though. Very late deployment, indeed. Sometimes too late. Anyway, we have a mission to carry out. When we're done here, those Frostmanes will fear us more than the Trogs. They'll have no choice but to leave. Alright, so we've got 2 quests from this guy, and it looks like we've got something from Snevik the Blade next to him. And it looks like we are... I mean, we turn in 3 more quests, and we're definitely going to be level 10, which is quite exciting. So, let's see. The first quest is Eliminate the Resistance. The Frostmane Chieftain died in the initial Trog onslaught, but they've been led by a well-respected warrior ever since. Batok the Berserker was the one who organized the Frostmane Retreat, the construction of the new village, and the strikes against Karanos and the Mountaineers. If we remove Batok, the Frostmane's organization should crumble, leaving the Mountaineers free to pick off the survivors. Batok will be in the village just east of here, so we need to go slay Batok the Berserker and 5 Frostmane warriors in the Frostmane Retreat. And that's pretty awesome. Sounds like a little mini boss fight. I'm sure it'll be easy, but I'm hoping that it's a little bit of a challenge. We've also got another quest, Strike from Above. This says, Delbur's technicians have been up day and night helping us prepare for the strike. Aside from building and tuning the personnel launcher, his men have prepared for Covert Operations Air Wing. The Covert Operations Air Wing for a strike on Frostmane Retreat. They'll be waiting for a signal to begin their strikes. Take this flare with you and set it off near the cluster of buildings at the northeast end of the village and the buildings at the southern end of the village. The flying machines will make a quick strike at each site. Alright, so we're going to use this signal flare to call in airstrikes at
You have a great day now.
Of the Frostmane Retreat. And then we've also got Snevik the Blade here.
Pleased to meet you.
He has a quest called The View from Down Here. We need to halt the construction on this Frostmane village. If we let them get too entrenched, it'll be more difficult to keep them from settling here permanently. It's time to give those brutes a gnome's eye view of the world. Take this gnomish viewpoint equalizer and use it on the Frostmane builders to bring them down to our level. They won't be able to lift their tools, and construction will come to a standstill. So we need to use a viewpoint equalizer on 5 Frostmane builders in the Frostmane retreat.
Right.
Alright, so we've got quite a few things to do. We're just going to head right into it, and luckily the retreat is right here. We can get right to work. Go ahead and mess with this warrior. Where's my bear? I don't think my bear came with me. That's not a good thing. I think I can call him. Let's call our bear. Yeah, there he is. Perfect. And here's it looks like a Frostmane builder. We need to use the viewpoint equalizer on these guys, showing everyone else what it's like to be a gnome for more than 50 years. Oh, can't lift tools. Oh man. Poor little guy. I guess we don't need to kill these guys. Take curse away. Killing you be easy. Not exactly. He's running so slow. Oh, but these scouts, they're the ones with the ability. Alright, let's keep moving in. We've got 1 builder shrunk. We also need to kill 5 of the warriors. So scavengers must not count. No, these warriors are the ones that count. Alright. Let's head over here. Here's a Frostmane warrior. There's another scout. I mean, these guys are all over the place. We have to be careful not to get just surrounded by these guys. Here is another. Go ahead and loot this guy. Why not? Get him confused and fire off some cobra shots. We're getting 71s on these Frostmane scouts, and here comes the warriors. And we are full focus, so we're good. No issues. We'll just keep laying down the damage. And yeah, these guys are actually level 10. Ooh, there's a healing potion. That's kind of nice. Yeah, these guys are actually level 10, and they're not really posing any threat to us. I'm a little sad at how easy WoW is right now. I wish it were a little tougher, but I'm having a lot of fun. Just kind of, grinding through the story at this point. Trying my very best just to get lost in this world, really. And yeah, we're right smack in the middle of a conflict between the trolls of the Horde and the dwarves, which is pretty fun. And we're about to hit level 10. I'm excited. We also need to call in some airstrikes on different parts of the village. So yeah, we'll have to pay attention to that. We've almost got the 5 warriors. We just need 2 more, 1 more. Go ahead and shrink this builder with a viewpoint equalizer. Trying to make them small like gnomes so that they can't keep building on their site. We'll shrink this dude. Awesome. Frostmane warrior. He's doing like no damage to me. Very little damage whatsoever. Those little guys are freaking out. And my bear is just going after him. Alright, let's shrink this guy. Halting their construction. And this is the strike from above signal flare. Let's see what happens. Yeah, there we go. Wow. You really needed my signal flare to do that? Well, now the southern end of camp's on fire. I assume we need to head to the north end of camp. And there is Batok the Berserker. And he is level 9. And wait, are his warriors level 10 and he's only level 9? Yeah. That doesn't make much sense. And his nameplate doesn't have a lot of decoration on it. So I'm not really too worried right now. It doesn't seem like it's going to be too bad. Let's go ahead and take out this warrior first. Before we fight Batok. So we'll fight them both at once. Alright, and here goes nothing. Let's concuss him. He's got a throw ability. Let's see how hard it hits. Takes out almost none of my health, but I am getting hit from from the back at the same time, which is not good. And now he's massive. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. And we are taking damage. We are actually taking damage. And we actually died, guys. Oh my goodness, I got swarmed by the Frostmane. That was kind of crazy. That's exactly what I said I shouldn't do. Let's look at the recap. So we just took a bunch of melee damage from these Frostmane warriors, but did we kill him? Yeah, I mean we killed him, so it counted, which that kind of sucks, but yeah, we'll have to come back. 10 overkill melee from Frostmane warrior. Huh. Alright, so let's see how death works in WoW. Oh my goodness, I am a ghost. Okay, I vaguely remember the spirit healer. Spirit healer. Whoa. This is crazy. So I guess we just run back to our body. And I wonder what the consequences are. I know it sucks, we have to run. So it's kind of like, you know, other RPGs where you waste your time when you die. Like in Dark Souls, you waste your time when you die. In The Legend of Zelda, you waste your time when you die. You have to go back to where you were trying to fight. But, you know, I think our armor has a durability on it. I'm going to take a guess that as soon as we respawn, the durability of our armor may just decrease. I wonder if the healer could have resurrected me right there for a cost. I wonder if that was a choice. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, we died for the first time in WoW. That's kind of cool, actually. I wish the game would be harder like that. I guess I'm squishier than I thought I was. Yes, except okay. So that wasn't good enough for me. I know we've already killed Batok, but we're gonna have to go ahead and do that again, just so I can definitively win that one. Okay, I don't have my bear, so I'm gonna need to. First off, I actually have use for my bandages. Let's go ahead and heal, and then let's call our bear. Revive pet. Okay. Call pet, that's what I meant to do. Okay. Alright, and Batok is right there. Why don't we go ahead and clear out these warriors around him first, so we don't get surrounded in. Because I don't have enough focus to do enough damage. Take out all of these guys at once. Yes, we've reached level 10. Let's go. You can now pick a new class specialization. Click here to view your choices. Okay, we're not going to do that yet. We are going to, dismiss pet and kill command. Savagely deals 97 damage to its target. Wow, that is cool. Alright, let's take on Batok now. And we have dismiss pet. Send your pet away. Alright, so we've got him concussed, and he's about to go into his berserk form any moment now. Yeah, there he is. And let's keep dealing damage. And there he is. Yeah, whoa, did he just do 183 damage? Did he really hit a 183 on Batok? That is epic. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the last things we need to do, we need to, for our strike from above, we need to head over here, and we need to strike this part of the base. Okay, let's have you use your kill command. I don't know how I saw that big number earlier. Maybe perhaps two things hit at once, and it was just balancing them out or adding two hits together. I'm not exactly sure, but we're gonna call in an airstrike on this part of the village. And we're going to see those flying machines come in and bomb the hell out of the Frostmane. Yeah, the village is on fire. Batok is dead. The Frostmanes have had their numbers thinned, and we have shrunken a lot of their builders so that they can't rebuild. And we're going to go ahead and turn these quests in. Snevik the Blade. Let's go ahead and turn his in first.
Can I help you?
Well done, Théoin. That'll teach him not to mess with us in our home.
Off and away.
And we'll talk to Slamp Wobblecog. Look how little this dude is. He's just reading these. I bet these are his plans for the battle or whatever.
Interesting.
Alright. Strike from above. Both you and the Arrowwing performed admirably. There's no way that the Frostmanes will remain here now. All that remains is to begin mopping up the survivors, and we're going to get 1500 XP. We're already halfway to level 11. Alright, excellent job, Théoin. With Batok dead, I'll send the signal to Captain Tharin. This should be the end of the Frostmane threat. And we're going to receive Frostmane chain links. 1500 XP. Awesome. Let's look at those chain links. So that is a waist, it's a belt, and we don't actually have anything on our waist, and this is 6 armor, so that is awesome. We don't look that great, but the stats are good, so I'm not really worried about it. Okay, hand at the ranch. Captain Tharin asked me to pass along his thanks for your help and congratulations on a successful mission. He and his men are cleaning up the last of the trolls and tending to the wounded. He also wanted me to ask you to check out reports about troll raids on the Amberstill Ranch to the north. Ask for Sergeant Flinthammer when you arrive. Awesome, so we're going to head... we're going to go speak to Sergeant Flinthammer at Amberstill Ranch.
Be seeing you.
Let's see where that is. It looks like it's to the northeast. Let's look on the map. We're actually going to head down this path to the east over to Amberstill Ranch. And there's another quest. Those blasted trogs available. Wow. Alright guys, well this has been a lot of fun, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap the video up right now. We have reached level 10, we're actually halfway to level 11 already, and we have done a lot of combat with the Frostmane trolls, and it looks like our next stop is at the Amberstill Ranch to the northeast, and so in the next episode, that's where we will begin our journey. Well guys, that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another video from Twinnrova Gaming. This is Twinn, signing off.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going on a adventure. This is how I show my love. I'm playing it in my mind because I'm playing it on my this is how an angel does. Blame it on my own surprise. So blame it on my ADD, baby.